We are headed up the Intercoastal Waterway. We left New Bern on June 29th, 2023. We got to Coinjock on July 1st. We did some fuel filter changes with James, and now we're headed north again. It's 11:45 a.m. and we are leaving Coinjock. So where have we headed? Yeah. Okay, and about 30 miles?
Yeah, left. 31.6 nautical miles.
Okay, off we go. Well, we didn't get very far before Eric hit ground right outside of Coinjock at 12:10. Guess who just went aground? Eric was driving. He got mixed up on which side the green was supposed to be on because it's a little bit different on the intercoastal. It's a good thing it's a soft bottom and we're off and looks like we're gonna go.
Attention, then you look up and it's like, oh shit, am I on the right side of that?
So I can tell you that would not have gone well if it was just me and Eric on this boat. That would not have gone well at all. Okay, 1.9 feet?
Yeah, this is a shallow part.
You think that would?
Especially on the wrong side of the boat.
Yeah.
Shall I go back to cleaning the decks?
I think you should probably stay here. I think there's better uses of you. 1.5. Wow, it is shallow.
Okay, use the chart as a guide only.
Okay, I'm watching the markers. Okay.
Keep an eye on the marks. Yeah.
Okay.
The magenta line isn't always in the right place.
But the chart might help you remember which side of the marker you're supposed to be on.
That's why I'm saying use it as a guide.
Okay.
You handled that well, honey.
Red's on the left. Green's on the right. So they make these little things that you can put up here.
Yes.
You can switch them around.
Yeah.
just to remind you.
Because the Intercoastal Waterway,
It switches.
it switches, right?
Depends, yes, it does. It can switch around depending on where you are. So direction of voyage isn't always red on the right going south. But
Ooh, what's that?
put your stabilizers back on again.
It's been an eventful day. And we're coming up to the Currituck Sound. No, we're coming to the top of it. Look at this big barge. There's just this narrow channel that we have to stay in to stay in water. Although you see all this water around here, we're in just a very small channel to make sure that we don't run aground. And then you see these big barges come through. Glad I'm not driving that. Oh, that's great. Dangerous cargo. No visitors, no smoking, no open lights. James is driving. Eric's putting labels on the engine room. What do you think, Distin? Still no response. So we have boats wrapping up and just kind of enjoying the water. Looks like they kind of made a little swimming area out of that area. Some kayakers going down there. Just kind of a pleasant day and everybody's having fun. It's, you know, the weekend before the 4th. It's sunny. It's warm. It's actually summer. Going south on the Intercoastal Waterway from New Jersey to Texas is considered the return. If you are going on the ICW north, you're going to have the green on the right and the red on the left. ICW channel markers always have a yellow triangle or a square, and in the event of the two markers offer conflicting directions, the yellow color supersedes colors of the actual red or green marker in which they appear. When traveling northbound, markers with yellow squares should be passed by keeping it on the right starboard of the vessel. I remember the shapes that the triangle looks like a mountain and it's on the mountain side, and the square is on the water side. We are coming up on the North Landing Bridge, and only half the bridge is opening. You can fit.
Well, I'm sure I can, but it'd be nicer if there was more room.
Here's the bridge we're trying to go through. Eric wishes there was just a little bit more room. We'll make it. Look, that's the road. Now that would be kind of a cool house to have. Okay, this sailboat is good hair day. I'm out here to see if they're showing the hair. How's your hair looking? And we have another one. This is the Centerville Turnpike Bridge. It opens on the hour and a half, except Mondays through Friday from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. We can find this information both in our navigation system and in the waterway guide, which we keep in the pilot house as we run. The many bridges and locks that we're going through today can be timed to make it through at each opening. Though having the extra speed on our N50 was very nice for getting to the bridges. And again, you can see all the cars lined up there. I think it just becomes a way of life. Check that out. And we're gonna have another one up there that we're just gonna miss. So this bridge is a railroad bridge, and it stays up unless they need it for a train. The next bridge is fixed, so we'll get through that. But right now we're racing for the bridge that's right before the locks, because we're hearing that the locks are only operating every 2 hours. We're trying to we're trying to get there by 4. If we don't get there by 4, we might have to wait till 6. So that's, Eric's turned up the RPMs and we're going a steady 9 knots. Speed demon here. Atlantic Yacht Basin. So this is a dock that I believe you can tie up to for free, but there's no power or water or anything, but you don't have to anchor. Oh no. Look at the geese. Oh, and there's more babies. We are headed through the drawbridge.
just remembered.
What?
The dock is here. It's not through the other side of the lock.
Oh. So now what?
Well,
Welcome to Chesapeake, Virginia. We've made it to a new state. Look at that thing. All those people just waiting for us. We are at the locks. I couldn't tell you what it looks like up front. 'Cause I'm back here. I am hanging onto this line. It's tied there, holding it here. I'm assuming the water's gonna come up and the line's gonna get shorter. These are bumpers and they're rubber, so we probably didn't need the fenders, but you know, better safe than sorry. Over there we have some kind of like playground. Some guy yelling that he wanted a boat ride. We're not in Alaska anymore. So I just realized that they did close the gates behind us. It feels like the water is starting to fill up. So you said the boat's gonna drop 1.5 feet?
Yep.
Okay. Here, I thought the water was rising. Distin's getting her life jacket on so that she can be out here with me. Okay, if you look over on the wall over there, you can see that we've dropped quite a bit. And now I'm looking up farther. We're untied and we're leaving the locks. That wasn't so bad. It's a good starter lock.
Distin can't see where?
She can't see out.
In the cockpit?
Uh-huh. So she goes up to the fly bridge. Or the bow. We've just kind of had this steady parade since leaving the locks. We're last in the parade. Nobody's shy around here. We have Eric out here photographing and videoing the ships. James is inside, who is nice enough to drive so that Eric could see. Whole different world. We are coming in to our anchorage. It's the end of the day. I think we're all going to be looking forward to having a little cocktail.
Somebody mentioned cocktails?
Check this out. We're headed up here to anchor. We've been to conferences and traveled in this area. I've always wanted to be out on the boat instead of on land. And look at us, we are. This is gonna be really cool. Really cool. We have James in there driving. Eric's manning the anchor. I will do dinner.
Bye.
Just waiting, right?
Just gonna wait for the wind to blow us back on the anchor, and then we'll swing around and then I'll tug on
Are you ready for your wine treat? Yeah? On July 1st, 2023, we left Coinjock at 11:45 a.m. We arrived at Hospital Point Anchorage at 6:15 p.m. in the evening.
Havaseas you next time.